We're staying with the developments following the death of Pope Francis at the age of 88. He died at his residence in Vatican's Casa Santa Marta. The Vatican announced his death this morning after his battle with a life-threatening case of pneumonia in both lungs. Pope Francis became the first Latin American pontiff in 2013 and was one of the oldest popes in the church's history. He was often referred to as a voice of the poor who overcame fierce resistance to reshape the Catholic Church. The Vatican Camerlengo, Cardinal Kevin Farrell, said, quote, "He taught us to live the values of the gospel with fidelity, courage, and universal love, especially in favor of the poorest and most marginalized," end quote. Pope Francis' last public appearance was on Easter Sunday blessing at the Vatican St. Peter's Square in front of delighted crowds after a brief meeting with U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance. Well, now let's tell you what we know about the life and times of Pope Francis.
Born on the 17th of December 1936 in Buenos Aires, Argentina, Jorge Mario Bergoglio would go on to change the course of the Roman Catholic Church. In 2013, he made history, the first pope from the Western Hemisphere, the first from South America, and the first member of the Jesuit order to ascend to the papacy. He chose the name Francis, a nod to Saint Francis of Assisi, the humble saint known for his care for the poor and the planet. His leadership brought sweeping reforms and a renewed spirit of inclusion. His 2015 encyclical Laudato Si, Praise Be to You, called the world to action against climate change, marking a historic shift in the Church's role in global stewardship. He championed unity across faith and extended unprecedented apologies to survivors of clergy sexual abuse, calling for justice, healing, and accountability. The son of Italian immigrant, he once studied to become a chemical technician and briefly worked in food processing. But at 21, a near-fatal bout of pneumonia altered his path, and perhaps his purpose. He entered the Jesuit novitiate in 1958. By 1969, he was ordained a priest, and just 4 years later, he became the head of the Jesuit province in Argentina. By 1992, he was appointed Auxiliary Bishop of Buenos Aires, then Archbishop. In 2001, he was named a cardinal. He was quiet, humble, but deeply principled. When Pope Benedict XVI resigned in 2013, the Church turned to him. On the fifth ballot of the conclave, he was chosen, and the world met Pope Francis. He was the people's pope, a pastor of the poor, a reformer, and a bridge builder. On Easter Monday, Pope Francis died at the age of 88. His legacy, however, lives on in the heart of millions, and in the Church he helped reshape for a new generation. Pope Francis, a pope of first, a pope of faith, a pope who dared to lead differently.